Good evening, Randomizer fans. Welcome to Randomania. Tonight we've got our Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament 2021, the Chaos Comedy Tour. We've got our round of 16 match. The round of 16 moves into a best of three format. And tonight we've got, on the left-hand side, we've got our friend Lord Fizzlebeef. And on the right-hand side, we've got a newcomer who puts in so much hustle. Everyone's pretty excited about him. Rock Solid 84. Joining me in the booth tonight, I've got Luffy. And on trackers, we've got Danny. And then we've got our friend Shanigan doing our restream tonight. Thank you to everyone involved. Luffy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Solario. I'm very excited for this matchup. Like you said, we got a great veteran in the community, Lord Fizzlebeef, been around forever, one of the vets. Gotta love him, you know who he is. Against Rock Solid 84, one of the more recent ducks from, I believe, this past duck derby in the wintertime, along with myself. Putting on a great showing here in the spring tournament. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. Best of three series now, like you said, in the round of 16. So RNG is not going to be as much of a thing this time around. It's going to be may the best runner win.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why that best of three format is, the preferred method. We do have mirrored parties tonight. Oh, away we go. We did have a draft this evening. We're going to see what level 1 magic here holds right away. We've got our white spells, and there's that level 1 fade. That's extra important because that fighter has level 1 white spells. We're going to see what's in black magic. Looks like we got fire 2, good clear, and a lock. Though that's not really going to matter with that fade there. Both runners checking out the armor and heading straight to the inn.
Yeah, you and I were talking in the race room earlier about that level 1 fade. That's going to be huge for that white mage and that knight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been said multiple times. I mean, Lord Fizzlebeef is not a fan of that white mage. We really thought we were going to see the immediate Dan of the white mage, but with that level 1 fade, we may not actually see that.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Fizzlebeef checking out the chests up in Temple of Fiends, and looks like Rock Solid's going to grab a few levels off the imps here, see if he can get anything good. Ooh, those ghouls just knocking Fizzlebeef down a peg.
Ooh, damage poison. That's going to make the early game a little sticky, but they should be able to get through it okay in a little while.
We'll see. It may exclude a early game Earth dive there.
Mm-hmm.
Those ghouls show up again in larger packs. So both runners going to check these chests. I know that it's become kind of popular to skip a few of these chests at the beginning. The monster in a box function that we've got going on makes it so that you could have an extremely dangerous encounter at level 1, level 2 here. But it looks like we're going to check the boxes anyway. Take a few of these early game encounters here in the monster in a box. And look at that. Fizzlebeef's already level 5.
Yeah, real quick there. Oh, back-to-back giants in a box.
You gotta wonder how they fit in there, man.
Let alone two of them.
Absolutely. Looks like we've got the black belt spitting out some fire too. We got the white mage spitting out some fade, taking care of those giants. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, getting that early gold and a pure pot. Doesn't really seem worth it. The gold is nice, but it sucks to take that much damage and then only get a pure pot out of it.
Yeah, the real prize there is the levels. Being level 6 at just under 2.5 minutes in, that's the real gold right there.
Absolutely. It looks like, we're going to one round Garland, get those fades out. Garland's down. We'll see what we've got up here. Ooh, a ruby from the king. And a canal comes through from the princess.
Oh,
That
okay.
ruby is tough to see right away at the beginning. I know I personally, Luffy, I like to see either the canal or the ship. The ship much preferred because it's easier to get around. But I like to see one of the two items to get out of the, central area in the beginning. It's really nice to see one of the two that we need.
Yeah, for sure. Finding that early canal, you never want to have to definitely double dip both of the early dungeons like Marsh Cave and Ice Cave. You can make a choice now about which one is the preferred one, considering you have that canal. The other one might not be required, so we'll see what our runners decide to do here.
So, being the round of 16, we do have a few changes to our flags here. Each one of the light warriors does have an additional bonus and an additional malice, so that makes 2 bonuses and 2 malices to each of our light warriors. Additionally, we do have the town shuffle on, and we did see in the round of 64 and 32 that we took the bridge away, but the bridge is back, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We see Lord Fizzlebeef is going to ignore the fact that the bridge is back. Maybe he didn't read the flags. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. We'll have to see what's up.
This is not a bad play. I mean, you're gonna have to probably go this way anyway. If you go to Provoke and you find something like Melman, or you find Onrak, or even Gaia, that does you really essentially no good right now. But that free bridge, I like to check the town.
Absolutely. I always think that, it's kind of a 50-50 shot either way, right? I mean, there are 4 towns on the inner sea. You're going to check Provoca, you're going to check Elfland, or I should say Vanilla Provoca, Vanilla Elfland, and probably Vanilla Crescent Lake. And hopefully, you're going to hope that one of those 3 is going to be Elfland or Provoca to get you some more early magic.
Mm-hmm.
The dwarves, they got a little house and a little extra money for Fizzlebeef.
Early house is nice. It's always a good thing to get out of the way. I like finding those.
Absolutely, particularly with the additional magic that we've got going on here. We've got, the black belt is casting spells, the fighter's casting spells, and then we've got our black mage and our white mage, doing their typical spell casting things. So a little recharge on that is definitely appreciated.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it looks like the runners are struggling a little bit to get around this inner sea. Both Rock Solid and Lord Fizzlebeef are headed to the left, which is an interesting play. I'm a little surprised by this. I would expect check of the Vanilla Provoca location, but it looks like Fizzlebeef's going right to Marsh Cave. He knows it's there. He knows it's going to be Marsh Cave. There's no shuffle on that here.
Mm-hmm. We got a key item here of sorts. We'll see what it is. With early fade, fire 2, this is essentially free. The only thing you don't have is warp or exit to get you out faster.
Yeah, honestly, that's really the only thing you could ask for here. I mean, the early fade is going to just take care of whatever is in Marsh Cave, and the Fire 2 is particularly good against the undead, which make up a large portion of the monsters you're going to run into here in Marsh Cave.
Mm-hmm.
It won't take care of these scorpions necessarily. Or it's not. I suppose, is fire good against scorpions? Maybe somebody knows. Somebody, more knowledgeable about fire spells than me.
I think it'll do some work, but I think ice is the preferred median against those enemies.
We got a question in the chat here about what the blursings are, so I can give a quick rundown here. We've got the black belt with level 1 black spells and +7 luck in the bonus category. And then the black belt also has -1 hit percent per level and minus ribbon. So that's really rough on the black belt. The fighter has the ability to wear the white shirt and level 1 white spells, but it also has -10 luck and -30 HP. The black mage has +15% hit percentage and +15 MDef, but has minus agility and is unable to wear the bracelet armor type. The white mage has +15 luck and can equip the Excal, but suffers from -10 vitality and -10 MDef. So we were talking in the here we go, a chime in that early chest. That's a good check by Rock Solid. Many people would skip over that and have to dig through a few additional chests in Marsh. I guess what we were saying in the early game chat. Oh, there it is. Those are the linked chests. Mm-hmm. So interesting that Rock Solid went south first, not the play we typically see, and Lord Fizzlebeef went north. Both got the chest, both got the incentivized item in about the same amount of time.
Yeah, that was a little headsy play there by Rockstar. Those chests are linked. I wasn't sure which one was linked to where, but now I will commit that one to memory.
Nice. So, as I was saying, we were talking in the pregame chat that the white mage, it feels like, has some of the best kind of setup here. That ability to equip the Excal, the +15 luck is great for being able to run away from these mobs. And then, -10 vitality, -10 MDef, makes the white mage a little less tanky. But we do have, this is Provoca at the Elfland location.
Okay, that's probably the best town they could find aside from Elfland in that location with the trek these guys are taking. That's a good find.
I mean, I love finding level 2 magic here. I love being able to find the pirates here. You know, you love to find a town that's going to give you an incentivized item, and then the cherry on top is that level 2 magic's going to be sitting here.
Not the best item to find though. Finding the bottle. That's not going to do us any good till we get the floater, but at least we have it.
True. I mean, Vicky offers us a message in a bottle. I'm sure he found it out.
Got pro rings for sale, +2 for about 19k or so, 18 and change. A little pricey, but decent armor.
Yeah, that is an expensive pro ring. The +2 is going to be really nice. I'll have plenty of, cash later. We've got Zap and Light 2 at level 2 Black Magic, and Life 2. Wow, Life 2 at level 2 White Magic. That's awesome. That's going to be learnable if we end up promoting it, or if we're finding the tail. Lit 2 and Zap are really the only spells that note at our Black Magic.
Yeah, Zap's pretty good. It's underrated. It's going to do some work against the undead. It's going to do some work against some of the other stronger enemies like your metal slimes, etc. So that's a pretty good find at level 2.
So, talking about what are some of the other flag changes that you find interesting here, Luffy?
So the town shuffle is a real nice little wrinkle here. It's going to make these runners really put in some strategy that we didn't have to necessarily see in the first couple of rounds with the round of 64 and the round of 32. You knew what towns were where. Now they're going to be in different areas. So just because we found that bottle, I kind of misspoke a little earlier now that I'm thinking about it. That doesn't necessarily mean Gaia's floater locked. Gaia could be over here at Provoca. Gaia could be over here at Crescent Lake. So the town shuffle adds a nice little wrinkle, and the free bridge again is just nice for routing. I enjoy that being back on for sure.
Are we gonna caster call this? Is this gonna be a Gaia is Provoca scenario? Are we putting that into the world?
I mean, we got what's this? We got Melman here at
Yep, Crescent Lake is Melmond.
All right, so we
Level
got
5 White Magic. We've got Heal 3. Ooh, Warp, Temper, and Fire 3 at level 5 Black Magic.
Wow, Warp, and it's vanilla spot too, so that's kind of funny.
I was gonna say that Warp is looking extra vanilla to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, Silver Swords +1 right there. That's some decent early game melee for this fighter. And Chain Armor +2, that's not bad either.
It's not. I think Fizzlebeef already bought a armor or an iron armor +1 and threw that on his fighter, so I don't think that it would be worth transitioning over to a chainmail +2. The iron +1 is just going to be better.
Oh yeah, that's borderline endgame armor right there, so that's fine.
Yeah, looks like Fizzlebeef finds the. Is this on the reset? Did he find Peds on the reset here, just outside of Vanilla Crescent Lake?
Let's see.
Well, looks like it doesn't matter because he's not going to take it.
If it does, like you said, doesn't matter. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Speed and power, right? We'll have to see if Rock Solid makes the same check. So looks like Fizzlebeef is headed up to Vanilla Provoca right now. We've got Zap showing its worth, coming out there and taking out both of those Hydras.
See what Fizzle does here. I think he's probably going to head to Vanilla Provoca location first before he goes to Ice Cave just to check the town. But let's see. Nope, Ice Cave.
Oh, the mad lad is going to ice. Is this the Rojo special? Is that what we call this now?
Danny, our tracker in chat, saying, nah, we go to ice. I mean, she's right. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. As Rock Solid head into Volcano. Here's a play for you.
Interesting. I wonder if he's looking for an early grind for that black belt. If we find something spicy here, we do have Fade. We may be able to get an early powered up black belt. This Cockatrice Mummy pack is not exactly what you're looking for. It's okay for some early levels and things, but there are far too many enemies here to make this a quality grind.
Yeah, that's not a black belt worthy tile right there. It's fine for some early levels to your point, but you're not going to sit on that for any length of time at all.
Yeah, he will be able to check an additional trap tile here. There is an additional trap tile down in the armory space where all these chests are condensed together.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Fizzlebeef diving into ice. Now his levels are a little bit low, but you know, that's a risk you have to take sometimes, right?
That's right. He's not so bad. He's in the early teens. I think he's 10 or 11 right now because he's had that black belt down for a little while, so he's got a few extra levels. And images with Invis too. That's just rude.
I mean, he's gonna try to cast magic to kill them, so this is really just wasting his time.
That's why they're rude. It's just you hate to see it.
Yeah, I think they know that though too. Like, I think they were like, "Look at that guy. Let's waste his time."
Oh, and the
Oof,
fire too doesn't even
that one wraith manages to stick it out and survive.
Oh gosh.
Rock Solid about to find out what this trap tile is. Oh, that's the same trap tile. So there are several trap tiles on this floor. Almost all of them are that same trap tile. It's just this one, I believe, in between the chests that is different.
Yeah, this is the vanilla gray worm tile right here is the different one. All the other ones on this floor are the vanilla fire tiles, I believe.
Yep. We did find a Were Sword +3. That's not a bad early equip for that fighter. It'll allow him, he didn't have anything to swing before, so, a Were +3 is much better than nothing at all.
It'll be better than harsh language, so we'll take it.
Oof, these images with the Invis 2 just have to be frustrating, Lord Fizzlebeef here.
Mm-hmm.
Not like in a tilting sort of way, but just like in a, come on. I know that whenever that happens to me, I'm just sitting there going, seriously, you guys? Come on. Let's let the seed progress. We do have Rock Solid trying to take out this monster in a box, this Chimera. He's got to be careful because those Chimeras can hit real hard.
Mm-hmm.
But looks like he takes care of it just fine. Picks up a little bit of XP. Chimeras are one of those monsters that are really tempting to take early, but I always feel aren't quite worth the experience to damage they can deal ratio.
Yeah, and to your point, they can hit really hard. They can roll multiple hits and smack you for several hundred damage. It's a risky fight, but he only had one of them, so it's okay.
True. Well, the other trap tile here in the Volcano Armory for Rock Solid is not panning out either. It looks like we've got Bulls and Scorpions, and that is not a friendly, good pack to take to grind at all.
Yeah, I think we might be looking at vanilla tiles here, which is going to favor Fizzle if he doesn't bring that black belt back up like I expect him not to.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a bunch of levels on his other characters. I would imagine that black belt's going to be down for the count.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
maybe we see it pop back up later for some white shirt casts or something, but honestly, maybe not even then.
Yeah, and with the -1 hit percentage per level, that's really just a kiss of death for a black belt, in my opinion, because you're gonna have to take that thing all the way up into the mid 40s, 46, 47 to get that 10th hit. It's just not good.
Definitely a painful malice for the black belt, at the very least. So we have Rock Solid following up. He followed his volcano dive. It looks like he's headed up to Ice Cavern as well. We'll have to see if he fares a little bit better. It looks like he does have a few extra levels on Fizzle at this point.
Still looking for that item in here as well. Let's see if it's in the 6-pack room.
I'm going to say no. I don't think it's there. Just throwing a guess out into the world.
Ooh, the Zomballs of fire too. This can get nasty.
Well, if we do manage to make it through, we do have the life 2 on that white mage, so we may be all right. Oof, he's all out of fade casts.
Yep, that's all he has is life 2 on that white mage now.
That fighter is now swinging was that a great axe +2?
I think that's a light axe, but I'm not positive. If it was a light axe, actually, he might have just cast harm 2 right there on that pack, so it's probably a great axe. I think you're right.
All right, just finding some more money. Oh, a heal helm, not bad. We've got another trap tile here. This is our Gur Sharks and Wizzahags.
Yeah, that's a vanilla tile on the Sharknado floor, so that confirms to me I think we have A-side tiles here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the exact same thing. This looks like an A-side tiles seed.
Hotfoot 28 in chat, laughing at the 1 HP kill right there. The white mage did 1 damage on that Zomble and took it down after the fighter smacked it for like 120 something. So the white mage proving her worth with her fists.
I mean, a white mage with fists is one to be feared.
Just wait till she finds an X-Cow.
I was gonna say that too. Just wait till she starts swinging an X-Kill around. And it's gonna be terrifying. Oof, the 3 blue Ds, ambush Fizzle and the monster in a box. This could be trouble.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, no. All right, back in we go. He did get a lot of knowledge there. So he did check a majority of those chests. I would imagine that he skips the rest of the chests in ice and heads straight to that kind of final floor.
Yeah, the only thing I could see him maybe doing is grabbing, I think there was maybe about 10, 12K in the bottom of the 6-pack room in some of those chests, maybe grabbing the money out of there, but I really don't even think he's going to do that. He knows that item is in one of these last 4 chests, and that's where he's going to go.
Completely agree. So both runners taking this ice dive. I imagine after this, both of them are going to head up to Vanilla Provoca. We still are not quite sure what town is represented in Vanilla Provoca.
We know that we're going to get the ship either here or with whatever is in Provoca, because it has to give us some kind of progression.
This is true. This is very true. Okay, so he does still stop by, grab that Great Axe +3, give his fighter something relatively decent to swing. The Great Axe is not a bad weapon, and with a +3 roll, that's, a pretty solid baseball bat for that fighter.
That's a decent mid-game weapon right there. He's obviously going to be looking for something better eventually, but it'll do the job right now for sure.
It's like Rock Solid running into a little trouble. He's got a majority of his party is poisoned right now. I don't know if he has many pure potions on him. Looks like these mucks with Stinger are really wreaking some havoc.
Yeah, Stinger is one of those annoying skills too, because you got to sit there and wait for it to go through your entire party, just tick on down. It's just, it's a pain.
Another time waster. So it does look like Rock Solid is a little short in the pure potion department.
Well,
but there's one in that chest there.
Choose wisely.
Yeah. Hooray! Ooh, and here we go. Lord Fizzlebeef finds the key.
Okay, that's a good item to find. It's going to also open up Canaria Locked. We have the bridge to be able to get around and not have to walk all the way back around the inner sea. That's a real nice find.
It does. It gives us access to, let's see, there are 13 chests if you don't include the Dwarf Armory that he'll be able to check. So Dwarf Armory plus the 3 in Northwest Castle. There's 4 in, or I suppose he doesn't have, or he has Elfland Castle there that he could also check. And then there's 6 in Conaria Castle.
Lots of free boxes there as Fizzle gets out with his key. And we're going to go see what Vanilla Provoca has for us.
So despite his wipe there, he is still getting out of Ice Cave first. I think, and we just saw Rock Solid wipe as well.
Yeah, he took a wipe to those Zombles and Trolls casting fire too. So he's going to run into those blue dragons as well, most likely. We'll see if he gets better turn order when he runs into them.
This is true. I think that, Fizzlebeef's big problem there was he did get ambushed by those blue Ds, and they just beat down his fighter immediately. So Fizzlebeef did have an advantage there because he did get a bunch of knowledge, so he was able to kind of sprint through the rest of Ice Cave and get to that key box that he was looking for. Unfortunately, Rock Solid's death came a little bit earlier in that Ice Cave, making it giving him less knowledge, making it so that he's going to still check more chests. Oof.
Oh, okay. So we got Lupa Lupa over here. That does.
We got Lupa Land at Vanilla Provoca.
All right. So Key is gonna probably turn into our ship. I don't see what else it could possibly be. because it can't be the floater. It'd be nice if it was, but the ship has to be in the inner sea, so we know it's over here.
I mean, we could still have, let's see, we could have an herb, we could have one of the dwarf turn-ins, we could have a crystal, we could have all of the above. It could just be an epic fetch chain quest.
You know, that would be a lot of fun to watch, but
Fetch
I mean,
quest.
yuck if that's the case right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of walking just to get the ship.
Yep. So let's see. Fizzle remembering the bridge is there this time, though, after ignoring it the first time.
Well, honestly, I think that may have been his plan. I mean, if he walked around to the left, you know, there's the dwarf check, and he hit up that early marsh cave, maybe believing that that was, you know, the path to victory. He knows there's going to be an item there. He didn't know that there's going to be, you know, Provoca there.
There's the ship in a box. Okay.
There's our ship in a box.
We found a Bane Sword +2 there as well. That's really pretty good if we can promote.
I mean, even without the promotion, an early caster item like that can be extremely useful. If we find an okay grind spot, I'm not going to suggest grinding with the Bane Sword, though it has been tried. But the ability to cast Bane kind of early like that is always pretty nice. You know, it has a chance to kill just about anything. It does not work on the undead, though.
Danny 3883, our tracker, yelling at me in the booth over here that he knew about the bridge. I'm just having a little fun. Believe me, I know he knows about the bridge.
I'm still not convinced.
Well, you can tell him that later.
All right. I'll be sure to mention it.
All right. So Fizzle with his boat, with his canal, with his ruby, probably gonna go do that turn in after checking these boxes in Dwarf Armory.
This is a really interesting check. I think one of the common strategies in the earlier rounds of this tournament really was to skip Dwarf Armory. Like, Dwarf Armory is not a check that I feel like most runners did, even with this early key. Now, he is looking for some more items. He is going with fighter strats here, it looks like, so he's looking for something for his fighter to swing. If he finds a ribbon, he finds a massa, he finds something dope in one of these chests, he's going to be set.
Yeah, with the fighter strats, he's going to be opening some more boxes than if he had a black belt. He's going to want a ribbon. He's going to want some endgame gear. This is it's a dense location. It's free boxes essentially, aside from the monster in a box, so it's fine.
Here come those blue D's on Ro16 side.
Let's see.
Oh, he gets ambushed as well.
Yeah, and they take out the white mage. So
and they have poison touch.
We got no life too.
Oh, he gets away though. He gets away.
Okay, the full party advantage right there, having that extra light warrior, I think did him some good.
Agreed. Definitely agree. Rock Solid finds his key. Fizzlebeef doesn't find much in that armory.
A few bucks and, you know, maybe a level or two, but it's fine.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Triple hooray. Seed is verified.
The legendary triple hooray dwarf. So we're also going to get the Northwest Castle check here with the key. Now, this is an extremely common check because we will have two different trap tiles available to us here. If there's anything good on these trap tiles, I would expect Fizzlebeef to get at least a level or two. So we have Gurpedes. Not a terrible grind, but they have the potential to be nasty, and he doesn't check the other trap tile.
Fun. I mean, he's not going to want to sit on a tile with the fighter. He's going to take levels as he goes. But interesting that he didn't check it anyway. I mean, he was one step away.
Oh, here we have our Gaia. We will get that bottle turn in. All right, we put it out into the world, and it came back around. It wasn't Provoca, but here it is. Vanilla Melmond has our bottle turn in location. It has Gaia. We've got gold -3 rings for just short of 12,000 in this Gaia location. Not awesome to see gold -3. That's not really what you want to see, but you know, it's still going to provide some excellent armor to our mages. But unfortunately, the black mage is unable to wear any Cheerios on him. He will be Cheerioless.
do like seeing cloth armor rolled up at least to +1, so he's wearing something.
Yeah, this is a scenario where the black shirt is probably going to be the best armor that he has if he, finds that promotion.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Agreed.
One of our runners still in the tournament, Cheesinator, saying speed and power. That is the mantra. Ooh, and we get the tail. Speak of the devil. Speak of the promotion devil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we still don't have a floater, so promotion is not on the table. We do get the extra XP from having another key item there, which is always nice. It is just 5% per level, I believe, still on these flags, but that 5% adds up per item. Yeah, 5% per item. So that adds up over time, and you can definitely notice a difference. The difference between 4 items and 8 items is pretty big.
Yep, I agree. And Fizzle's gonna want that tail. That's not gonna be something Rock Solid's gonna really want to see if he keeps up with the black belt comp. But Fizzle is definitely glad to see that for sure.
Running into some nasty Gerwolves here. They just with the glare.
Yeah, they're just
That's
giving
annoying.
you the eye, the stank eye from these Gerwolves.
I think that's what my dog gives me when I give her a bath. So Fizzlebeef gonna get his Sarda check out of the way. We're gonna see if he has anything good for us. Maybe a vanilla rod, maybe a floater. There's still a lot on the table, so get your guesses in chat. What are we looking at today? What is Sarda gonna have? What's the old man holding on to in his remote cave?
I'm feeling like we're gonna get some kind of a turn in here. I'm thinking maybe Crystal.
All right, I was gonna say herb. Oh, classic gamer in chat, the slab. He's hoping for the mean seed. And we get the cube.
Okay, we have cube. We have chime. What do we do? Sky.
So, despite being level 13, a sky play here would be pretty awesome. He would get a ton of levels. We have early powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, chat. Get it in chat. Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Fizzle may be tempted to make that sky play. I don't think he will here, but the temptation has to be there. We do have Rock Solid jumping on up to Temple of Fiends to check the key lock chests. This is, oof. And we've got the blue D tile up there.
Immediate reset right there from Rock Solid. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, they hit hard. They've got Poison Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly ready for, if he wanted to do a grind there, he's not ready for it right now. Those blue Ds are just hitting too hard. That Poison Touch is too annoying. It's not gonna happen, Captain. Fizzle grabbing a Pro Cape, something our Black Mage could wear in the armor department. Not gonna put it on him, because, protect that White Mage. Right, Fizzlebeef? White Mage forever. And the Gerwolves glare his party down. That stink eye knocks them all dead.
Girl was gonna say, "Oh, you thought you were getting away?" No.
Doesn't go back for the chests. It's not worth the hassle. That Pro Cape that rolled even. We're not going to see it again.
Yeah,
there are 2, so we could see a second one.
He's going to be opening a ton more boxes. He doesn't need that one Pro Cape. I think we're going to see an Ordeals play from Fizzle right here. That's where I think he's going first.
I like that play, and that seems the most likely. I would not mind checking to see if Elfland is on rack. Or that, vanilla on rack is our Elfland location. We haven't found our vendor item yet either. So some level 3 and 4 magic. Maybe we get, we haven't seen, have we seen Exit yet? Maybe we've seen Exit.
I do not believe we've seen Exit yet, but there he is. He's making that play over here to check out on rack.
Or he's checking for the vanilla vendor item. vendor says, no soup for you.
Alright, so let's see. What town do we have over here?
So Rock Solid did check the trap tile in Northwest Castle that Fizzle skipped, and it looks like it's the Ocho Hydra encounter, which is not a grind of any interest.
Nah, pass.
Oof. Come on, Fizzle. I really want to see what Onrak is. He keeps running into these encounters here. This encounter table is not being kind to him at this point in it. And we've got Elfland.
All right, you called that one.
Well, it's about time I got something right. You know, if I keep saying things, something is bound to stick, right? We do have fast at level 3, which is awesome. You love to see temper and fast kind of both will be available to the black mage. Or
Ooh. We got life right there. Also going to be night learnable.
So we could have our knights with life 2 and life.
Mm-hmm. And
if we're
fade.
feeling extra spicy.
and fade. That's the dream right there. The only thing you're missing is heal 3 or wall, and I mean that's a beautiful thing.
This is true. Though with Elfland being in this on-rack location, I think this is our one trip to Elfland. I do not see us coming back here for, level 3 magic at all. Oof, there we go. Slab is for sale, and Fizzle is like 1,000 gold short.
I think we're gonna sell. You gonna sell that Bane Sword, Fizzle?
Yeah, he's checking to see what he could sell. All right, not much of note in the armor shop. We've got Rock Solid headed on over. It looks like he's going to do his Sarda turn in. He's going to get his cube. Maybe he'll make the Sky play.
Maybe indeed.
I mean, Fizzle could still make the Sky play. This might have just been an Elfland waterfall. Quick stop, sudden drop. But if we're going to take that logic, you have to do Sky eventually, right?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. So we get this slab, so we've got the vendor item now, so we know that we're going to probably have to find that floater at some point pretty soon in order to get some progression, because we know on-rack is floater locked at this point, and we know we're going to have to do that dungeon.
This is true. Additionally, with the Town Shuffle on, Slab Turn-In is available to us right now. We do have Melmond is at Crescent Lake, I believe, and then Provoca is Vanilla Provoca location is Lefane. So the Slab Translate and Turn-In is absolutely on the table at this point.
It's always interesting with Town Shuffle like this when the slab is not floater locked and it actually leads to the floater or some kind of progression like that. It's always just very interesting.
Is that going to be your call right now? Are you saying that's going to be the floater? Because I like that. I like that a lot.
Wouldn't that be the way this would go right here? You got the speed pointing you in sky direction with early chime, early cube, and yet the floater is over there in Lupa Lupa all along.
I mean, you were disappointed to see it at the beginning of the game. It's got to come back around, right? Be the savior that you were looking for. We got Rock Solid over here finding out that those Gerwolves are particularly awful. Right, checking the chests, checking more chests in here might have been a glaring mistake.
I see what you did there.
We've got Fizzle hitting the trap tile in Waterfall, finds out it's just some shadows, and they're going to try to stun his party, but they're no fun. What can we say? Robots got Oxiel. That puts us in a pretty good spot. Ooh, Pro Rain +2, Vorpal -1, so, makes the trash sword even trashier.
I mean, that's the only endgame weapon we've sort of found at this point. I mean, you gotta hope you come across something better, but he can do worse.
I begrudgingly agree. So we'll have to see. seriously do not see Fizzle going back to make that slab play. I think the Siren's call right now is flowing directly out of the ordeals, Castle of Ordeals. We'll have to see what comes up. You know, Sky, Sky, Sky still on the table. So right now, it looks like our runners have basically have three options. It's going to be a Castle of Ordeals, do the Sky run back, or go take care of our slab.
Ro16 going to show you option 4, looking for trap tiles in Earth Cave, I think.
Oof. All right, all right. Maybe we'll find something good here. We have not seen our Red D or our Agama or the water pack tile. We haven't seen that either, but now we have. Oof, waters with Bane. All right, I go next. I don't think we search. I think I just skipped that then. No, thank you. Hard pass.
I don't even think I want to see what's behind those waters because good luck getting out of them.
Okay, we are going to check this trap tile though. What's behind door number 2? Survey says Nightmare and Evil Man. Now, depending on what they... Oh, just kidding. Evil Man rolls stone poison and everybody feels bad.
Yeah,
I was going to say that tile is not a terrible grind. If it, if you have the weapons or the magic to kind of take it out pretty easily, that's not a bad grind spot. If you can't really find much else, at the very least to grab a few levels there. It is a low number of enemies, which makes it a potential grind location. But again, it's not going to be the best, but it's passable.
It's the best we've seen to this point, but even then, it's still not that great.
Yeah, we've got a few people bringing up in chat. Classic Gamer throwing out there that Topher might be awful unless we find some ribbons or an Aegis shield or something, because you can run into a bunch of waters on the Kraken 2 floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like their first skill was Bane too, so that can get really gross when they roll in packs of 3 to 6.
Yeah, if they just roll out Bane immediately, we're in for a bad time.
Yeah, gonna be a bad time.
So, Fizzle follows the siren call right into the Castle of Ordeals. We've got Rock Solid, hot on his heels, going to check the vanilla on-rack location, likely with a waterfall dive coming right after. We'll have to see it. Oh my lord. That was a quick...
That is the God Ordeals right there. I think that was, what, 4 pillars I counted?
3, maybe 4. Ugh, that was just immediate.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, how dog? That was so fast.
Yep.
Yep, there we go. Dusk Plums in chat, speed and pillar.
I like that.
That's all we needed here. Speed and pillar.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. Nope. Chat, it's not even a maze anymore. It was just a walk to the finish.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what does Ordeals have for us today?
It's got a monster in a box.
Some dragons.
Now, some of you out there may notice that the incentivized items are not in our typical incentivized chests. One of the flags that I really enjoyed the most in this tournament, one of the things that our devs have somewhat recently put into the randomizer, is the ability to put the incentivized item in a random chest in the incentive location. Now, this is relatively new, and it's pretty awesome in my opinion. It's one of those, there's our ribbon, but it's one of those flags that really, I think, adds an additional flavor to the randomizer that I really appreciate.
Yeah, I like that flag a lot myself too. It's not as polarizing as the monster in a box flag has been for this tournament, which I am also a fan of personally. I thought that was a really nice wrinkle, but that changing up of where the item can be really adds a strategy element to what you're going to do going into a dungeon. It makes that mermaid play instead of Kraken play more of a gamble than something you would normally do when you find that on-rack dungeon.
So Fizzle piecing out of the Castle of Ordeals with his crown. Looks like we may have the ability to turn a few things in. Sky, Sky, Sky still on the table, still open to everyone, but looks like we're going to probably turn in our crown at this point.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the crown turn in. The question is he going to do that slab chain as well? He's going to be over here.
Now, it is looking exceedingly likely. I mean, the floater is required at this point. We have not seen on-rack, and the last two towns are floater locked. So we are going to have to get the floater in order to complete this seed. So happy day, everyone. This is not a ship seed. This is not a floaterless seed. We're going to see a floater at some point if you enjoy, the skyboat. It looks like Astos is going to pass us some adamant. So Astos was trying to forge himself a dope sword and just could not get his forge hot enough to, melt that adamant down.
So we got a question in chat from Nicoluch1 over here. Our boss is stronger this round. I believe the scaling is pretty much the same. They might have upped the HP a little bit from 100 to 170 instead of 100 to 150. I think it might have been in the round of 64 to 32. But mostly it looks like it's about the same, I think, across the board.
Yep, you are correct across the board there.
So we got a crystal from the adamant turn-in, which will be another turn-in.
Right, here's that really long fetch quest chain when they could just ignore it and turn in the slab and get their floater. I'm just calling that now.
What you doing, Fizzle?
Is he making the slab play? He might be making the slab play.
So I think I wonder why he's doing it this way. Do you think he's just going to take the river system on up there to provoke a Lefane and then just keep going with the crystal? Why wouldn't you go into the inner sea?
Well, so I think this sets him up. He could sail kind of around and go directly into Sky if he needed or wanted to.
Oh, he's going to park at the Matoya dock. Okay, I see what he's doing here. All right. Yep.
So he could truck it on up there, park his boat, and then be in a good position to hit up Sky if this doesn't turn into anything juicy.
I mean, you're right. We could also still be looking at Floater and Sky right here the whole time, which would feel a little bad at this point. But yeah, I see. This is what he's doing. You're right. He's going to go over here. He's going to park at this dock, and then he's just going to walk his way around. This is fine.
And I like that stopping point too. If this does end up being the floater, he's in a good spot to sail on back down. And if it's not, he sails around that little peninsula and he heads north into Sky, probably. So we get our rod. Oof.
Okay. So 50-50 shot right now that crystal is floater or it was in Sky the whole time.
I mean, we could get it in Matoya here. Let's not discount that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50 shot that it's here, it's in Sky.
All right, everyone. There's the flute.
The wrong FL word right there.
Well, the flying rock is in the flying fortress.
Okay.
Thanks, Cheese. It is the loot with an extra letter. Probably not the same word that Fizzle said when he picked it up, but...
Nah, I think that was a different F word.
All right, we've got Rock Solid here. Looks like he's making the Ordeals play. So at this point in time, it looks like our runners have been kind of running the same seed, running the same direction. There hasn't been much divergence at this point. And I think really the difference, the slight, it looks like Rock Solid is just a little bit behind right now. And that's because he took the time to make that extra volcano dive at the beginning. He dove volcano, checked some trap tiles, decided to see if there's anything, nice in the volcano chests, and really came up empty-handed. And that's what kind of hurt him here a little bit. We've got steak on LordFizzlebeef's side. We'll have to see if they go down easy. or if this stake is tough.
So I missed the roll on that fade, but he's around 400, so somewhere between 450 and 500 right there. It's a
So,
little thick.
I mean, about average Tyro HP there.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about.
Alright, so we got early floater, or is it buried? That's the question.
There's a light axe, not bad for the undead packs. We've got a katana +3.
Vendor sword.
I mean, I am personally a little sad that a thief did not get picked in our draft here. The thief bonus malice chart, he was rolling with night spells and +30 HP in the bonuses, and then can't wear pro rings and -10 agility in the malice category. So I don't know. I thought the thief was looking like a pretty dope pick.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the thief would have been something I would have considered for sure. But that early black belt, I think, took the thief off the table when Rock Solid drafted that first, unfortunately, because you're going to need another melee with the way the malices were on that black belt, and Fizzle's going to take a black mage, no matter what the malices are, for sure.
Absolutely. So more monster in a boxes, slowing the runners down a little bit here. We're going to see Fizzle take this mummy pack. This is a decent bit of experience, particularly with a 3-man party. Rock Solid picks up his ribbon. He's got to be glad to see that. I know he's been practicing. I mean, that's the story of Rock Solid. Everybody's seen him streaming seeds almost every day. He is put in the work, honestly, to get where he is. He's put so much hustle into this. It's been incredible. It's been great to see. You know, he came in as a duckling earlier this year and has just been, you know, crushing these seeds, going through it time and time again. He's really, really put in the time, really put in the effort. It's really nice to see him kind of make it into this round of the tournament. And, you know, we're going to continue to see how he does here.
Dare you say that his play has been rock solid to this point?
I would absolutely say that he's been rock solid.
Thank you. I'll see myself out.
So we've got Fizzlebeef checking less than greater than, finds himself ice +1 armor. That is going to be really nice for his fighter here. Finds the other pro cape. We found one pro cape and he skipped out on it. And I said we weren't going to see one, and then remembered that there are 2 in the game. And here we go. Here's the second one. Is that a caster blessing? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. I'll take credit, but just this time. So Rock Solid on his fetch quest chain, he turns in his adamant. Or he gets his adamant from Astos, excuse me.
Fizzle getting a measure of revenge on that blue dragon for earlier.
That's got to feel good. I always like seeing those packs later in the game and being like, yeah, now's the time. Get dunked on, fool. Oof, we've got Stu729 in chat calling it right now, saying floater is in sky, right side sky 3.
Oh, the 6-pack boxes all the way to the right. That's, yeah, that would feel bad.
See, that's the first place I go though. Like that seems like a straightforward check. If you're gonna go buck wild, I feel like you gotta pick like the 7 o'clock snowflake branch. Just that one chest, like vanilla adamant.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
ooh, we've got the black shirt -3 in the vanilla Banesword chest. Yeah. That's gonna be, you know, once we promote, if we promote, that's gonna be the best armor that black mage is gonna be able to wear with his no Cheerio malice.
Mm-hmm. Right now we're gonna give it. Okay, we're okay. There we go. Yeah, I thought we were gonna give it to the white mage, throw some ice 2s out there, but yeah.
Not a bad idea to have an additional clear spell there, but with Fade being at level 1, I think that white mage has plenty of spells to toss out there.
Yeah, I think he was just mismenuing there. I was curious what he was doing.
Question in chat, Retro Gaming, we see any swords for this fighter yet? Answer, nope. We found a Vorpal -1, and that is about it. Which is a bit of a shame. The white mage does have the ability to equip the Excalibur they got that bonus. So it would have been fun to see that white mage swinging that Excalibur around, but it doesn't really seem like we're going to see that at this point.
Yeah, we still got
Not unless we find Masa and an Excal here.
I still
We
got
did find a
quite a
Thor
few
Hammer.
boxes to open. We'll see. We're gonna be opening more boxes. We might come across it.
Gonna take a quick eye fight. We got Rock Solid on his way up to the crystal turn-in. Matoya's gonna give him the loot. Or if you have that fun flag on, the flute. All right, no fun flags for Rock Solid. It's just the loot today. He dropped the F.
Hmm.
Chat discussing whether or not Vorpal -1 is going to, cut the cake here. I struggle to think that that is what either runner really wants. I mean, honestly, they can make do if that's all they have. I know they are definitely hoping for more at this point, though. You really got to put those tempers into that -1 on the Vorpal in order to make it deal the damage that you really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe we've found. Have we found the bonk?
We have not found Bonk yet. No.
So we are bonkless. So, all right, we've got Fizzle. He's cleared out Sky 1. We've got Rock Solid is taking the River Chain. Looks like he's going to. Oh, he's getting his slab translated here.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to run that slab turn in, looks like. Find out he's going to get his rod, which is not what he wants to see. But, required, so you can't be all that mad, right?
Yeah, nah, I agree. He was really probably hoping it was going to be floater, but I mean, you're going to need it, so it's fine.
Dude, I love it. I feel if you were going, I'm going to read this out loud for everyone. I feel if you were going to use the Vorpal to actually cut a cake, either it'll crit and give you 8 perfect slices, or it'll waff and flatten the entire cake. If that doesn't sum up the Vorpal experience, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I've said it many times. Vorpal holds a pretty special place in my heart because of it helped me win a race that we had no business winning in a co-op tournament. But it's either a pool noodle or it is the crit machine that it was meant to be, and you're not going to know what you're going to get until you get it.
Ooh, so we do find TNT in the sky snowflake room.
All right, so why not another turn in?
So instead of sky, 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 we're on the fetch, fetch, fetch.
So what is left out there for these runners right now?
So you've got.
Okay, so that TNT has to.
I mean, TNT could turn into herb.
Yeah,
TNT turns into herb, turns into floater. Is that what we've got left?
that's what we got left because we still got Bonk. That means Bonk has to be in C, and we may or may not be seeing that depending on if Fizzle wants to open any more boxes on the way down to Kraken.
Very true. Well, we could also.
Yeah.
We could also find our. We haven't seen Crescent Lake yet.
Yep.
So the Crescent Sage will have something.
Yep, you're right. Danny, our wonderful tracker, pointing out to us in the notes that the C in the Crescent Sage will hold the Bonk or the White Shirt in some particular order, and she is 100% correct.
Will Bloodworth in chat, our resident thief expert. Man, this was a thief seed if there ever was one.
Mm-hmm.
For you, the bonuses to the thief were the night spells and plus 30 HP. And the malices were just no pro ring and minus 10 agility.
Yeah. On top of that, we had for the night spells, we found level 1 Fade, level 2 Life 2, and level 3 Life. So the ninja would have been locked and loaded.
Yeah, that would have been one dope ninja. We also had let's see. There was a Saber, I think, was level 2, which also would have been really good on that ninja.
Yeah, and fast level 3.
Fast level 3. Man, that would have been a loaded ninja.
Yeah, that ninja would have been that would have been ninja carry right here if you could have got some HP on that guy.
Yeah. Oof. We've got Rock Solid discovering these terrible, terrible waters. Looks like he's trying to make it through in that earth cave to see what the other trap tile is there.
Yeah, and they have Bane and X-Fur, so they're just gonna be all the hurt right there.
It's just a bucket of fun. We've
Mm-hmm.
got Rock Solid. Looks like he's diving the earth cave. Maybe going to take it out as long as he's over here.
Okay, and we got a Sun Sword -3 over here on Fizzle's side, and I mean, you thought the Vorpal -1 was gross. That Sun Sword -3 is even worse.
You betcha. We've got Fizzle trying to figure out if the Great Axe +3 is better or worse than a Sun Sword -3. That is just some Final Fantasy randomizer math for you.
Is that where we've come to, chat? Is that where we are right now? We're deciding on the Great Axe versus the Sun Sword. That's nasty.
Ooh. And that was in the chest that he did not pick up. It was Opal Armor -3. Fizzle finding the Quad Agama in a box. Always a nice find. Lots of experience there for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to skip. It looks like he's going to skip the Opal Armor -3. He does have Ice +1, which is, you know, maybe better than the Opal. I'm not quite sure what the difference is there.
At -3, I think it might be slightly better. It's very, very comparable otherwise, and you don't need to promote to have it.
This is very true. Now that we are hitting the hour mark here, and neither of our runners has lit an orb yet, I can't imagine that either one of them is feeling super comfortable right now with where they are. The seed is kind of taken a rough turn a little bit. It did take our runners a little while to get going. We kind of had a lot of turn-ins, a lot of running around the inner sea. You know, we are still floaterless at this point. And we don't have a weapon really yet for our fighter to end this game with. So
Yeah. The Will Bloodworth pointing out in chat that the black belts are a tank that are not weapon dependent. The problem with the black belt this seed and why you see Fizzle have his on the ground is they were -1 hit percent per level. So it's kind of gross how many levels you're gonna have to get on that black belt, especially with A-side tiles here in order to make them that one punch machine that we're so used to seeing.
that is a bad malice. So
Yep.
Fizzle getting through almost through the Bridge of Destiny. Any last minute Warmech, any last minute robot emotes out there? Maybe we could still get a Warmech. Maybe we'll get a Warmech post Tiamat before he lights the orb. That's always my hope. I've always got my fingers crossed for that, but you know.
All right, so we got Tiamat pulled. We're gonna throw Brack out. Ineffective. Swing from that Sun Sword. 4 hits, 4 damage. Sounds about right. Invis goes off. Another Invis. Another Brack. Ineffective. Invis.
With these hits, we may need that Brack to work if this is ever going to pan out.
4 hits, 4 damage. That Sun Sword doing work for us.
Now, I'm sorry, I missed it. Did Fizzle cast fast on his fighter before he started this, or... Oh, never mind. Broken to pieces. Doesn't even matter. It was a little bit spooky because he doesn't really do any damage. But turns out you just need a spell to kill a giant multi-headed dragon.
Alright, Fizzle gonna turn in his TNT next. Hopefully find that floater. If not, it is herb, and we're just gonna feel the grumble, grumble, grumble through the screen.
Grumble, grumble. Are we gonna find the meat to feed to the door guardian?
I'm playing the wrong game here. I'm sorry, my bad.
I mean, that would be an interesting crossover. I'm down for it, but
Hey, our devs do a lot of
I'm not sure how it would work.
our devs do a lot of special things with some of the beta flags. Maybe they can throw in the room from the Legend of Zelda right there into one of these legendary shops here. That'd be kind of fun. You got to kill a piece of steak before you can get anything from the vendor. That'd be fun.
There we go. Fizzle trying to figure out the best way to navigate back and turn his TNT in. Sailing from Sky, sailing from Mirage Tower to the TNT turn in, that's got to be a little bit of mental gymnastics to get you around there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see him park at the Matoya River system here and just walk it. That's probably the fastest thing to do.
It's like he's listening to you.
I love using that river system when I have to, so it's nice.
It always feels like a cheat, like being able to park right there next to Matoya. Like you never really use it for anything useful, but every once in a while it pops up and you're like, this is good.
Yeah, I'm glad I have this here.
You feel like a pro gamer. Oh, here we go. Here's that herb.
Oh man, why did you say that before? Oh, all right. Well, now we know. No hooray dwarf this time. Fizzle's just gonna keep walking.
Yeah. Well, and I think we walk it around here, and I think that's honestly the fastest path to get this turned in and up in the air.
Yeah, for sure. There's no reason to go back to your boat now. Just keep on walking. Fortunately, Elfling Castle is not randomized. Otherwise, this would just get super annoying.
Ooh, Lich coming out with Blaze, showing rock solid that it's not just a purple speed bump and that it does sometimes hit back. But there we go. Lich is down. Both of our runners have a single orblet. Fizzle with his the air orb, and Rock Solid with the earth orb. Fizzle turns in his herb and finally finds that floater.
Mm-hmm. So we got full clear simulator here, and the interesting thing about this seed is both of our floater locked items are not required. So go figure there. But the floater is required to finish the seed anyway because OnRack is floater locked.
Fizzle finding the triple I in a box. Gonna run that down with some fades and get that sweet experience packet, and pick up the minuscule amount of gold that they had in that chest behind him. So he's going to continue his foot trek over to turn that floater in. And Rock Solid just completing the Earth Cavern. We're going to have to see where he goes next.
Yeah, he's got to work his way over to Sky. He's got to pick up his TNT. So I expect that's where he'll be heading next.
Yeah, and I think that Sky is the only play left for him, right? I don't think there's anything else out there.
No, yeah, I believe you're correct. He's already done all the turn-ins he can do. He knows that his progression in some form is over here in Sky.
And at the unfortunate time of 1 hour and 6 minutes, our first runner is in the air. Woof.
and this is also funny, as Gaia is Vanilla Crescent Lake, which means that we got to walk to Lefane to get to OnRack.
Yes. All right, so we've got Exit in Invis 2 and Harm 4 at level 6 White Magic. And Ice 3, Lit 3, Nuke, and Cake at level 6 Black Magic. That is a loaded Black Magic.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Cheesenator in chat saying, it feels like not enough talk about floaterless Go this seed, especially with a black belt available. I mean, the floater is required because of Town Shuffle. We need the floater in order to get to Vanilla Lefane to complete the OnRack, to complete the Water Temple. Mm-hmm. To knock down our dapper squid himself, Kraken 1.
So while they had the items to finish the game, they did not have access to OnRack without being able to get the floater.
So, Go mode, absolutely. Able to complete the seed, not so much.
Fizzle gonna promote, why not?
Rock Solid finding a blue stake, the T-Rex on his side. Now, was this off a cycle? Did he find a grind here?
Let's see.
Not so much. Looks like it was maybe just a lucky stake. Loop. He's gonna check his encounter zones here. All right, encounter one there. Got the Ankylo. Another Ankylo. What's up top? What are we going to find up here? And Tyro.
Regular
Not going to
steak.
take that.
Double
Oof.
Ankylo.
Nothing tasty. LordFizzlebeef with his warriors promoted. So, looks like Fizzlebeef's running on down to the on-rack location. We'll have to see if there's anything particularly spicy down there. Ro16 has made his way into Sky. Gonna find that TNT, discover that that is the path forward. Being the only path left, I'm sure he knows it already, but you know, it's good to be on that path. Fizzle run into a little bit of trouble with these encounters on the way to Onrak. They're not being nice to him. Oof, look at that purple. Onrak in purple. Looking very royal.
Quite regal right there. I like it.
Stops in at the inn. Gonna jump on down into our water temple. Oh, just kidding. Gonna check level 7 spells real fast. We'll be able to get either one. He could pick up Wall. That's not a bad pickup. Wall will give you resistances to a majority of spells. I should say elemental types. Fizzle, not going to hit up mermaids, running directly to Kraken. Now that he's in go mode, now that he has the floater, I waffle as to whether or not I think he's going to pick up any more chests. He might just try to go mode it with that Vorpal -1, and we'll have to see, you know, if he actually does stop for any more chests. He may pick up a few greed chests along the way, like these two in this room here.
Yeah, we have Temper at level 5, Fast level 3, Power Bonk in hand. We have the Vorpal. We can make this work.
It's not going to be easy, but they can make it work. All right, checks the one chest there in Sharknado room. So, Luffy, what do you think the mental on both of these guys is at this point in time?
I mean, I feel like as a runner, you get that floater when you did, you get in the air as late as you did. You're thinking one of two things. Either my opponent had the exact same problem I had, or my opponent went to Sky first, did their turn-ins, and I'm 30 minutes behind them, and this feels really bad. So we're going to really see kind of what Fizzle does here. I see him hitting the gas and just going, but I feel like he's got to feel like Rock Solid is either breathing down his neck or a few minutes ahead of him.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think, you know, if they would have gone to Sky when we first called for Sky after the cube pickup, you know, they'd be in a much better spot. So honestly, Luffy, they just need to listen to us in the future. That's really what I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, Sky, Sky, Sky. We had it the whole time.
And honestly, we got to give credit to Chat. Chat was the one saying Sky, Sky, Sky. They're the true heroes of this race.
Mm-hmm.
Roll credits.
That's so funny. Seeing the encounter right there inside the dungeon in Onrak is actually a count. Like it's the outside of Lefane right there because of the background. That's funny.
Yeah. So we do have LordFizzlebeef coming up against Kraken 1. He's going to cast Wall on his Black Mage. The Black Mage is going to go with the Brack strats. Kraken comes out with the Sleep, ineffective on all of his carries. Brack comes out ineffective. Bane Sword comes out from the Knight, ineffective. I think we're going to see the Bane and Brack strats here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Invis 2 from the White Mage. We have another Brack coming out. Ice 2 comes out from Kraken 1. Brack comes out. Ineffective. Invis 2 comes down, gonna give a little bit more evade to his caster or to his characters. Bane comes out again, no good. We're gonna see Invis 2 again. Bane, Brack. Brack comes out from the Black Mage. Ineffective. Bane comes out. Ineffective. We are running into a wall here. Come on, Chance. Here we go. Another Bane Sword. Fade from his White Mage. White Wizard, I should say, at this point. 137 damage, not much. Bane comes out. Ineffective. Brack comes out. Ineffective. Oof. The gods of fate are not on his side at this point. Dark comes out from Kraken. Looks like Kraken is not willing to swing or do much at all. Brack comes out again. Ineffective. Fade comes out from the White Wizard. Gonna hit for 184. The Knight swings. 2 hits, 165. That's not really a lot. We're going to get fast out on him. Looks like he's giving up on the insta-kill strats. Going to go with the fasts, the fades, the spells. We're going to damage this Kraken down. Because, again, Kraken comes out with ink. Not much there. Nuke comes out. So Lit 2 out from Kraken. The Knight swings. 4 hits, 79 damage. Not a lot there. Fade comes out. 210 damage. Nuke comes out. 171 damage. This Kraken's got some meat to it. Vorpal swings again, 4 hits, 52 damage, takes down Kraken 1. So, Fizzle lights his second orb, takes down that relatively meaty Kraken. Realized too late that he did not have the power bonk on his Knight.
Mm-hmm.
We got a few celebratory comments saying that the Vorpal wins the day here. I think with just about anything else, we would have been swinging a little bit faster. And by anything else, I mean, something better than the Vorpal. So, take that as you will.
Literally anything else?
Those aren't the words that I used.
We got a debate in chat there. Would the Bane Sword +2 be better? Maybe. I don't know. Vorpal's definitely got the crit, but as a melee basic weapon itself, it probably has more base damage.
Something to think about. I mean, Bane +2. Not a bad sword.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this could have all easily been avoided if we had brought out a thief and now had them swinging that katana +3, though.
Yeah, we'd have one dope ninja just slicing through everything.
Mm-hmm.
What could have been. What could have been. So, we've got LordFizzlebeef diving down into the volcano, looking to light his third orb. Probably not going to check many chests along the way. We've got Rock Solid finding his TNT finally, and looks like he's going to head to the end of the sky. End of sky. Going to kill the multi-headed dragon. He's going to check a few additional chests here. I believe Fizzle checked these as well. Not going to find anything particularly spicy.
Still only 1 ribbon for these runners. No Massa, no defense sword. So
I guess I'm not really worried about the having only 1 ribbon thing. There's so much life magic available to us right now that if your fighter, if your knight survives, if your white mage is the one with the ribbon on it, that's all fine and dandy. You're going to be able to bring your entire party back up just because of the low level life spells. All right, we've got LordFizzlebeef taking on Carry 1. Fade comes out for 136 damage. Nuke comes out for 132 damage. Knight swings, 4 hits, 204. You got maybe 1, maybe 2 crits in there. Vorpal Sword swings again, 4 hits, 94 damage. Only 1 crit in there. Nuke comes out, 240 damage, and Carry 1 goes down. Not a ton of HP on there. Seasoned veteran Zardia in chat saying that is a lot of white magic, and you are not wrong, my friend. LordFizzlebeef picking up his flute again. Looks like he may have reset out of it the first time around. So, at this point in time, LordFizzlebeef just has the Earth Cavern to dig out that final orb light. And we've got Rock Solid on the Bridge of Destiny. So let's throw some robots in chat if you want to see this tournament's mascot pop up. Gonna fade those metal slimes away. LordFizzlebeef's getting real close to seeing a strange blue blur on his screen as he continues his race to the finish. We've got Rock Solid taking on Tia 1. He rearranged his party a little bit, put the White Mage in the first slot. Looks like we're going to get some fasts, get some swings of the sword from the fighter. Oof, and Tiamat comes out swinging, knocks that White Mage flat. 5 hits, 5 damage from Rock Solid's Black Belt, 4 hits, 21 damage from the fighter. And we are deciding to pivot into Bane and Brack strats at this point because that was an unfortunate turn. 6 hits for 12 damage comes out from the Black Belt. Brack goes out, ineffective. Bane Sword comes out, ineffective. Tiamat swings and destroys that Black Mage. Oh, damn. That was almost 600 damage. Bane Sword comes out, ineffective. Ooh, 8 hits for 65 damage. That Black Belt actually got a few crits in there. Bane Sword coming out again. Tiamat swings, can't quite take down that fighter. Bane Sword ineffective. Ooh, 7 hits for 170 damage. Nice work there, Black Belt. He's swinging. Bane Sword comes out one more time, ineffective. Tiamat swings, 245 damage on that Black Belt. It's getting a little dicey here. Hang on, Rock Solid. Putting some more heal pots into his fighter. Bane Sword comes out again, ineffective. Is he sticking with the Bane strats? He's sticking with the Bane strats. Heal pots into his fighter, Bane strats. Bane Sword ineffective, heal pot. Bane Sword again, another heal pot looks like into the fighter. Tiamat swings, takes down that Black Belt. We've got the Bane strats again, ineffective. More Bane, ineffective. Tiamat swings, 74 more damage. We're going to get the Bane Sword again. We're in the desperate straits here. Bane Sword ineffective. 1, maybe 2 more times. Bane Sword ineffective. On the other screen, we've got LordFizzlebeef lighting his final orb. Bane Sword ineffective again. Oh no. Rock Solid takes the wipe to Tiamat 1. Man, that was... How many Banes was that? That was...
At least
7 or 8?
Yeah, at least 7 or 8. That was a thick Tiamat too, with a lot of absorb. That just feels bad.
That was really... Ugh. Just, you know, sometimes the chips just don't fall your way, and that's an example of that. That's rando. Rando gonna rando.
Mm-hmm. All right, so at the 1 hour 21-minute mark, pretty much exactly, or Danny, our tracker, points out 1:20:59. We'll give Fizzle that extra second. He enters Temple of Fiends.
All right, but if anyone asked me about it, I'd say 121.
Fair enough.
So Rock Solid gonna head right back to where that TNT was. Might pick something else up here. Looks like he's stopping by another chest. I don't remember what was here. Is this
Black
okay,
shirt?
that's the black shirt. He wants the black shirt for his Black Mage. Gonna use that flute. Head on down. Deeper into Topher. Deeper and deeper we dive. Rock Solid, I don't think there was anything else here worth grabbing. I think he's just going to grab his TNT and keep on rolling along.
He's just grabbing that black shirt because that's the best thing that the Black Mage can wear if and when he promotes. And he's going to get his TNT, and we're going to go and try to smack down a dragon again.
That is a truth fact, sir. We've got Fizzle about to hit Lich 2. Should be a pretty quick fight. That's what I'm expecting here. We've got a lot of fades to throw out there. We can throw out Nuke. I think it's going to be just kind of gun this Lich down with the magic spells that we do have.
Yeah, I think we'll see fade, Nuke here, fade, Nuke, or swing, fade, Nuke. Speed and power strats. Here we go.
You said it better myself. So we're running into that time in the encounter table where you hit a ton of encounters one right after another. I think Fizzle's had like 6 or 7 encounters on this earth floor. It
Mhm.
feels bad. We've got Lich 1 coming in. The Knight's going to swing. We've got Harm 4 coming out from the white. Fire 3 comes out from the black. 66 damage. Harm 4. 228 damage. Vorpal swings, comes out. 3 hits, 3 damage. That is a Lich with some absorb. So we're going
Wow.
to see
Okay.
Fade. We're going to see Nuke. Poison Touch from Lich comes out. Nuke comes out for 304 damage. Vorpal's going to swing 4 hits, 233. We got a few crits there, and Lich 2 goes down. That was dicier than it should have been. Lich
Yeah.
2 is normally the pushover. You don't expect to see anything. Not a gatekeeper out of Lich, but it was a little dicey there for a second.
Yeah, but Fizzle taking all those encounters on the earth floor might make the water floor a little more forgiving because we still got to worry about these waters with Bane and Expert coming up.
True. All right, we've got Carry 2 coming out. Carry 2 opens with Nuclear. Ooh. Fade
Okay.
comes out from the White Wizard. We got a Vorpal swing for 161. We're going to do Fade. Carry comes out with Ink next. Vorpal swings 4 hits, 79 damage. Another Fade comes out. We got 153 damage coming in. More Vorpal, more Fade. Carry swings, Carry hits. Vorpal swings, 4 hits, 184. Fade comes out. 98 damage. We're still not done with Carry 2. Fade. Nuclear comes around again. Oof. Vorpal swings 4 hits, 220 damage. Carry is not down yet. Vorpal swings again, 4 hits, 92 damage, and goes down. All right. Well, it's a good thing we have all that magic, all that life magic, huh? Whew, that was the one Life 2 cast that Fizzle's Knight has. If he has anybody else down, he's going to run into some trouble. And on the other side of things, we've got our buddy Warmac on Rock Solid's side. Here's that water floor we were a little bit worried about. Looks like we've got a good run here, but here is that water pack. Are they going to bane his party down? Might be spooky. Now, we've got Rock Solid about to match up with Tia Mat 1 once again. We'll have to see how this goes. Ooh, the Fade comes out, getting rid of the waters on Fizzle's side. Didn't quite get them all. And the Bane comes out. Bane takes down both the Knight and the Black Mage. Fade comes out again. See, the White Mage, or the White Wizard, excuse me, being alive here, she has all of, Fade has all of the life magic.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're about to hit the Dapper Demon himself, Kraken 2.
Yeah, we're gonna bring up that black belt for a sacrificial lamb right here.
Absolutely. The Kraken 2 fight. Black Master's going to swing. We're going to get a Power Bonk. We're going to get an Invis, and we're going to get a Fast. Fast goes out. Good turn order there for him. Wall goes out second. The Black Belt swings. 1 hit, 1 damage. Stop comes out. Not going to work on many party members there. MDef's a little too high for that right now. Looks like we're going to get a swing, a nuke. Nuke comes out, 143. Vorpal swing comes out, 7 hits, 722 damage. Wow, that was nice. Fade comes out, 149, and this K2 is paper. Kraken 2 goes down, not much issue there. Whew, the Dapper Demon himself was nothing to fear. We've got Tiamat 2 coming up here. Gonna get another fast cast out. Man, that black mage is really getting it done. Just coming out, casting fast right away. We get fast, we get wall on our knight. We've got the power bonk rolling along. We're gonna use one of our temper charges. Oof, a big hit on that white mage. Takes it down to 54 health. It's gonna be a little bit scary if we lose the white wizard there. Heal 3 coming out from the white wizard. Gonna cast nuke. Oh, and he's got that targeting on her. Damn. Nuke, let's see, we've put about 1,000 damage into Tiamat so far. This Vorpal's going to swing again, 8 hits over 1,000 damage, takes Tia 2 down, but we lost our White Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Adding a little spiciness to this dive here. We're not quite sure how this is going to go at this point. If we get a Scary Chaos, this may not go well. So, LordFizzlebeef going to check his items here, make sure he's got everything squared away, make sure that power bonk's on the right character. We're going to get fast from the Black Wizard, and we're going to get a power bonk here.
Ooh, zap misses, that's huge.
Fast comes out, power bonk, zap is scary. Temper goes out. Gonna get another Power Bonk. Quad X erases that Black Mage. Power Bonk comes out. Power Bonk again. Chaos hits. 2 hits, 265. Not messing around here. We're gonna fire 2. Gonna fight. Swing. 3 hits, 582. Good hit. Maybe not enough. 265 from Chaos. 4 hits, 270 damage. Gonna fight again. 5 hits, 445. Chaos swings one more time and takes down LordFizzlebeef. Looks like he's going to dive in again. So checking in on Ro16, looks like he's doing his final TNT turn in here. He's going to get that wonderful, wonderful herb news. Ro16 finds his herb. Couldn't be a little disappointed in that, but at least he knows his path forward now. Turn in the herb, get that floater, and get rolling. No Hooray Dwarf, so a little disappointed on that, but, you know, we'll let it slide. So, LordFizzlebeef running back in, got his second dive into Topher here. That Chaos was not messing around. And the fact that the Tiamat was kind of targeting his White Mage, it's, you know, that's rough.
Yeah, you gotta feel like it feels just some bad luck right there with that White Mage getting targeted twice in the third row. That feels a little bad. So he's just gonna go right back in. He's gonna try to punch through this time.
Yeah, if things fall slightly differently, it may have been a completely different outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what Fizzlebeef is banking on, is that, you know, it's going to fall slightly differently this time. Got Ro16 turning in his herb. Gonna look through, grab a few things from Provoca location. Looks like he wanted those pro rings, maybe?
Got the money for it now. Might as well buy them.
Yes, sir. All right, Fizzlebeef about to take on Lich 2 again. Remember, this was not as much of a pushover fight as we normally expect it to be. The Fade comes out for 276. Fast Cast comes out from the Black Wizard. The Vorpal swings, 7 hits, 80 damage. Oh no, and Lich comes out with Crack.
Okay.
We didn't see that the first time around. Fade comes out from the White Wizard, 246. Blizzard comes out from Lich. Nuke comes out from the Black Wizard. 244 takes down Lich 2, but not... we gotta lick our wounds a little bit here. We've got plenty of life magic, though, on that White Wizard, so we should be all right.
Yeah, just when I was thinking about how the Zap is going to be scary when we get back to Chaos, Lich 2 throws out the Crack, and just... we didn't see that the first time around, to your point, so just one more thing that's going to throw some opposition to our runners.
Yeah, you make a good point with that Zap. That Zap was pretty scary. He managed to escape without, you know, either of his Light Warriors going down to it, but still scary. Now, this carry has Nuclear. We saw that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Pain as well.
Okay.
Yep, and I was going to say, you probably consider resetting at that point, because that is nasty. So here we have Fizzle. Looks like he's going to grab...
Lock.
Yeah, we've got Adam Droop in chat pointing out that level 27 isn't even that bad. You're right, level 27, I mean, honestly, I'd feel good about diving into Topher if, you know, I had a level 27. I think one of the issues here is we're not really rocking Vorpal -1 is what we're swinging, and that's not really what I'd like to. Additionally, having only 3 Light Warriors really have levels on them can also pose an issue here.
Fizzle's still fairly comfortable now ahead of Ro16. Ro16 just getting in his airboat and still needs to get levels on his black belt. We have not come across any kind of spike tile that's worthy of sitting on. So Fizzle just... he's got to get through this RNG. That's the problem.
And former spring tournament champion and queen of the roost when it comes to Final Fantasy Randomizer, Crab Cakes in chat pointing out that, you know, this is definitely a party that you can clear Topher with at this point in time. One of the big factors being that knight needs an extra cast of life or two.
Yeah, I think if Fizzle takes a bounce on this dive, we might see him sit on uh, floor 3 in Temple of Fiends Revisited and take another level or two on those fights because he's got exit. He'll be able to get out of there and save really fast. So we'll see what this dive does for him.
It looks like at this point he may be going for another dive. He may be giving it another go.
Mm-hmm. Third time's a charm.
So I've been told. So we do have Ro16 picking up his power bonk on the right-hand side here. He is going to hit up the Vanilla Lefane location, which we now know is our on-rack location, to wrap up the water temple and get that water orb lit. So, Luffy, if this dive doesn't go well for Fizzlebeef, do you think tries to grind out some levels here in Topher, or do you think he heads somewhere else?
I think we see Fizzle take fights on floor 3 of Temple of Fiends Revisited and just try to get 2 more levels, I think, on that night to get him an extra charge of life too. He's not going to leave anywhere. He knows we have A-side tiles. There's no real good spike tile that we've seen. Floor 3 of Temple of Fiends Revisited is the best bet at this point.
Yeah, I can agree with that, particularly because we didn't really find a grind tile. Like, there wasn't anything that we found that was good. We never found that eye tile. We never found the agama tile. We never found the metal slime tile. We never found the red D tile. So we were a little bit limited in what we were finding as far as grind locations.
Yeah, the best we found for experience was those waters, and they have Bane and Exfer, so hard pass.
Absolutely. Here comes that Carry 2. Carry 2 is proven to have some awful, awful spells, and here comes that nuclear.
Low rolls.
Thankfully, we get the fast off. We're going to see looks like a heal 3 and a nuke come out. So the heal 3 goes off, adds a little extra HP to the party. Carry goes with ink this time around. Vorpal swings, 8 hits, 200 damage. Nuke comes out, 222 damage. We're getting another swing, another fade, another nuke. Nuke comes out, 138. Fade comes out, 147. Vorpal swings again, 8 hits, 369, and Carry 2 goes down. This time not suffering any casualties. Last time we lost a light warrior or two.
Last time Carrie had, what'd she have? Did she have Bane as well? Or there was something that insta-kill, yeah.
Yep, we saw the Bane insta-kill the Knight and the Black Mage. And here, speaking of Bane, here are our waters. Gonna lose our Black Wizard. Looks like we're not gonna bring him up quite yet. And we're about to hit, as I've said, we're about to hit the Dapper Demon himself, Carry 2. I mean, Kraken 2, excuse me. We bring up the Master again as a meat shield in that first spot. We're going to get wall, we're going to get fast, we're going to swing, stop comes out. Relatively ineffective against the party. Get the power bonk, get the fast. We're going to wait, we're going to swing, we're going to nuke. Fade comes out. 200 damage. Nuke comes out. 187. Kraken goes with ink this time around. Vorpal gonna swing, 5 hits, 293. We know this Kraken doesn't have a ton of HP, so we should be pretty close here. 8 hits, 709 damage, plenty of damage to seal the deal, and Kraken 2 goes down once again. Now, this is where we ran into issues our first time through Temple of Fiends Revisited. Tiamat 2 posed some issues for us.
Yeah, Tiamat laser focused on that white mage last time, taking out the life caster. Let's see if he can get better luck this time around.
So we're going to get our wall out, we're going to get our fast out, we're going to get our power bonk out. Tiamat's going to destroy that master. Not even close. We're going to get another power bonk. We're going to come through with Invis 2. And we're going to do Temper again. Invis 2 comes out, going to give us a little bit more evasion. Temper going to come out. Gonna pump up that knight a little bit more. Tiamat swings and destroys our black wizard. Gonna swing, gonna cast Fade. Vorpal comes out, 5 hits, 520 damage. Fade comes out, 95 damage. Not a good Fade roll there. Gonna swing again, another Fade. Swings, 8 hits, 637. Fade comes out, 149 damage. Tiamat swings, still hits for over 200 damage on that knight. 7 hits, 611 damage, takes down Tia 2. We have both of our life casters up. We have life casts on that knight. I think we're going into Chaos this time with a full party.
Yeah, Crab Cakes in chat pointing out this dive's looking good. This is the most comfortable he's had so far. But we just got to worry about that first turn crack before we get our buffs off. That's what worries me.
Running into a few encounters at the tail end there. I think we just reached that point in the encounter table where we run into several encounters in quick succession. All right, we're going to double check. We're going to make sure the rest of our party is all healed up. I think we're going to bring up that master one more time. Are we going to move anybody else around? Yep, there we go. Gonna double check, gonna look at what we've got, gonna put the ribbon onto the knight this time around, and here we go. Lock comes out. Wall gonna come out. Power bonk and fast. Power bonk comes out first. Wall comes out. Chaos makes sure that master never gets to see the light of day, and fast comes out again. Invis 2, here we go. Power bonk and temper. The temper's gonna get off here. Power bonk's gonna come out. Chaos gonna hit. Oof! That white wizard just barely survives. Another Invis 2 cast. We're gonna fight now. More temper. Ooh, or a lock. Here comes lock. 53 damage done to the knight. We're all good there. Invis 2 comes out from the white wizard. Here comes the Vorpal. 5 hits, 352 damage. Lock comes out. Gonna help us hit that Chaos a little bit harder, a little bit better. Invis 2 coming out again. We're gonna fight. We're gonna lock. Zap comes out. Takes out the white wizard. Leaves the knight and the black wizard up, thankfully. Lock comes out. Vorpal swings again. 6 hits, 536 damage. More lock. More Vorpal. 7 hits, 385. You can do it. Come on. Get him. Get him. Another fight, some more nuke comes out, 4 hits, 182. Quad X comes out from Chaos, a nuke comes out, hits 187 damage, more fight. Another temper comes out. We're gonna power up that knight a little bit more. Chaos hits that black wizard. 7 hits, 427 damage. Still not enough from that Vorpal Sword. Fire 2 coming out from Chaos. Gonna hit Vorpal Sword. 5 hits, 504 damage. We're still going. We're still here. It's still not enough. He's gonna swing again. Fire 3 coming out. Chaos hits that black wizard. Fire 3 comes out. 44 damage. Terminated! Put your GGs in chat. Whew!
Ooh.
That was hella spooky.
Wow. That Fire 3 for 44 damage to finish it out. Go figure.
I mean, that's where I put all my money. You know, I really thought the Fire 3 was what was going to finish this Chaos, right? I mean, you did call it, man. Third time's the charm. And joining us in the broadcast booth, we've got LordFizzlebeef.
Oh, wow.
GG's.
I wish to have a word with the person that rolled that seed. That was just nonsense, start to finish, I tell you what.
I'm sorry, Fizzle.
So, what was your favorite part of the seed, Fizzle? Was it the running around the inner sea for an extended period of time? Was it the part where the floater was locked behind several things, including a dip into sky? Or was it the Banes from the waters that came out several times? Illuminate us.
Sure. So our story starts with no black magic anywhere. And our story continues with me having to lean on a white mage, a class I already don't like because LOL level 1 fade. Our story moves on. So the Inner Sea was actually like working as intended. I feel like that couldn't have gone any better for me outside of the literal box before the key wiping me in the stupid ice cave.
Fizzle, I'm going to
And-
interrupt you real quick and let you know that as we have been talking, Ro16 has found the Excal and the Aegis Shield in volcano boxes.
And an iron gold tile while he's at it.
Did we find Mazza anywhere?
Nope.
Not that we've seen, no.
Okay, so that's the next favorite part of this seed is that all weapons are garbage, which is good because I leaned all in on fighter because, hey, our black belt's got -1 hit percent. That means you gotta be, I don't know, like 42, 43 before you get that 8th hit? That's ridiculous. Surely a weapon will be better than this Vorpal -1.
So, I've got a question for you from the very beginning of the seed.
Yep.
We do have the town shuffle on.
Yep.
We do have the bridge available to us. After taking out Garland, you decided to head counterclockwise around the inner sea, excuse me, and hit up the dwarves and the marsh cave and, head on down to Elfland. Can you explain the logic to us on that pick as opposed to heading over to the vanilla Provoca location?
Sure. As it turns out, Provoca is only amazing when it's Provoca. So we're shuffling 7 towns, right? There are a grand total of 2.5 I care about. I care about Provoca, I care about Crescent, and I sort of care about Elfland. Like, I care that it exists, but if, by the time I get there, I'm not going to have any cash to afford the goodies, so I only kind of care. I don't like 2.5 out of 7 odds, whereas Marsh Cave has 100% chance to have, I don't know, something. And then I'll roll the dice on that chance for a town I care about twice on my way to Ice Cave, as opposed to the once if I go to Vanilla Provoca.
Well, that was beautifully illustrated. So I guess I don't have anything to add to that. That was nice. Thank you. We had commented several times that maybe a quick Provoca check might have been nice, but you ended up being extra validated when it turned out to be Lefane.
I was terrified that I was gonna have to do some early slab turn-in nonsense because I get to Crescent and that's Melman and it's just like, and then I get to Provoca and this Lefane is just like, okay, I have a slab in my imminent future, and then it kept not showing up until it did, and it's just like, okay, we're gonna turn in the slab and it's totes gonna be the floater. Oh, okay. And then options go down over time, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool. Floater was in that sky I was supposed to do with a great axe and no black magic. Right.
We were trying to call it in chat here that the slab was going to be the floater, but I do have to say that as soon as we got that cube, chat was aboard the sky train, which I think would have been a little bit. If it would have been successful, would have been faster, but it was kind of rough at the point in the game where you guys were at.
Yeah, if the black mage was functional, well, like Mirage Sky functional, as in shooting something more than Fire 2 and Fire 3, and I had a weapon I could kind of believe in, I totally would have gone there first. But the problem, the Great Axe +3 is not great.
Not exactly a Dragon Slayer.
Yeah. And if the White Mage goes down, then suddenly I'm leaning on a Great Axe and some awful fire spells to get me through Tia. Nope, that's not happening. So, yeah.
It was kind of nice having Fade roll in at level 1 and having that fighter kind of roll into those white spells. Were you at all worried when you had that wipe to those blue Ds in ice?
100%. That's where the terror truly began.
The terror begins. Blue D's in a surprise chest.
Because it's like they ambush me and they immediately flatten my party, and I had been taking a lot of time to curate some nice fun levels in there, and I just lost all of them. And it's just like that thought goes through your mind. It's just like, okay, they ambushed me. What if they didn't ambush him? What if he just went on his merry way to those 4 or 5 boxes that were left that have the whatever in it?
Yeah, it was down there, I believe. In the beginning of the match, I guess you guys were almost step for step walking the same path. He did stop and get an extra level from Imps at the beginning, but you both ended up in Marsh at about the same point. And oddly enough, he went south in Marsh, grabbed the item in the linked chest, because it turns out that I believe it was the chime was down there, or
Yep.
the crown.
Yeah, that was
the,
Chime.
the chime was in the linked chest, so on the B2 floor on Marsh. That solo chest that's there. That was the chest that the crown was in. So you both picked it up at relatively identical times in completely separate chests, which was kind of fun to see.
My God, it's amazing.
So that was real good. So, quick check back in with Rock Solid here. We've got Rock Solid grinding these iron goals. The extra experience here isn't really going to take him that long. As long as he kind of continues to make it through this fight. Looks like, all right, he's kind of punching him dead in one round or two. He's going to be at level 42 or to 45 here in a hot minute. As long as he doesn't run out of these heal pots. I'm having trouble catching exactly how many he's got left.
About
But
12. Yeah, about 12 left now. 9.
I should watch the
138.
stream so I'm not 20 seconds behind.
Take your pick.
So Fizzle,
So
I had
we're gonna
a
have the
question.
solo 37 black belt punch and carry here. 6 hits for 400 damage. Gonna punch again. 6 hits for over 800 damage, and carry 1 goes down.
So Fizzle, I had a question for you about party composition. Just want to your thoughts real quick, because when Rock Solid led with the black belt,
Mhm.
and then you came back with fighter black mage, did you have any consideration? And I probably know what your answer is going to be right here, but did you have any consideration for taking a thief based off of the blurrings?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Concise and straightforward, just how we like it.
So, if I can elaborate real quick, the thief, what did the thief had going for it? The thief had night spells and something else?
It
Plus
had
30
night
HP.
spells plus 30 HP, yes. But the magic, the way
Oh.
the magic ended up rolling, you wouldn't have known this early on, but the way the magic ended up rolling and then finding that katana plus 3, like the thief would have been the carry of the seed, in hindsight it's 2020. But again, the problem
Yeah.
with the thief, which I'm sure you're going to elaborate right here, is well known.
Yeah, the thief needs... I feel like that thief would have needed extra support. And what was my armor at the end there? Actually, all my gear was thief gear, so that's not terribly a consideration. But the boy, that knight was going down to sub 100 health a lot, and that's the kind of hits that a thief can't take.
Mhm.
And with Temper being level 5, that is very, very awkward for a ninja. I think Saber was in the top 4 levels, so that I could have Well, no, I would have had Power Bonk, so that doesn't matter.
You did have
Saber was
fast.
level
You
2.
did have fast at level 3, so that would have been there for the
Mhm.
thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 34 seconds, let's say, we've got Rock Solid entering Temple of Fiends Revisited.
But no,
This
I
would
looked
have
at...
been- Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I looked at blessings and I saw that the black belt got the fabled makes this class terrible to play, the -1 hit percent per level. So as soon as I saw the black belt come out first, I was just like, we're solving this problem right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. After the fact, looking at it though, I mean, the ninja would have been a difficult carry to your point, but the magic and the gear and everything that ninja would have had, I mean, you would have seen it coming. But Fade level 1, Life 2 level
Yeah.
2, Saber level 2, Fast level 3, the katana plus 3. You found the one ribbon. It's funny how things work out like that. I know your disdain for thief carries pretty well. We've had these discussions several times. But it's funny how this one time right here would not have probably been the worst play in the world.
Yeah, I really would have liked a katana plus 3 over a Vorpal -1. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
One hotly debated topic at the beginning of the race, Fizzle. You knew that the bridge was there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't care.
No, the joke was made that you had no idea that the bridge was there, that you hadn't read the flags, or that you forgot.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on how many times I practiced this, but yeah.
No, I wanted to clear the air, make sure everyone was on the same page.
Mhm.
So we've got Rock Solid diving into Tover here. He did stop and get his black belt up to, I believe he stopped around level 37 or 38.
Yeah.
That's going to get him, I think he's got 8 hits now. I think that's what he was waiting for. So
It's going to be very close. I saw him doing 6
Does
hits,
he?
but it was 6 hits last I saw. I want to say he's not going to get that 8th hit till like level 41 on this kind of a Malice, but I mean, I don't
Yeah.
glitch math. My math
My
is not so great.
my napkin math was somewhere 42 or 43 for the 8th hit.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, we could very well be in a scenario where he just wanted a little extra oomph on his damage carries, and that maybe that black belt isn't necessarily the carry he's looking for. But we're about to find out. We've got Lich 2 taking a bunch of damage here. We're swinging. We did not promote, so Rock Solid did not promote his party, so he is actually not swinging that Vorpal sword.
I think it's an ice
Not sure
sword
what
he's got right there. I think it's an ice sword, but I'm not sure if it's positive or negative.
There was an ice sword.
He opened a lot more boxes than you. He found that Excal in Volcano.
Mhm.
That was pretty much the best other thing that I saw because we did not see Massa.
That was my other terror this entire seed is, what if one of the boxes I skipped was an actual functional weapon?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kept thinking there was going to be like an Excal +3 out there somewhere.
Well, Xcal rolled -1, so you don't have to worry about that. We've got Rock Solid taking on Carry 2. We know that Carry 2 can be a bit of a problem, so we're going to have to see how this goes here. Carry smacks that black belt. Black belt hits back for 1362. Wha-bam! Falcon punch, and Carry is gone. Now, we're on this water floor here. We do know that that pack of waters, the waters with Bane, can be particularly tricky. He rolls up to a seafood party pack. And hopefully gets away. There we go. Got that run. Going to continue running through this Kraken 2 floor. Man, that is the second time I did that tonight. Rolls up to another seafood party pack, which is not that dreaded pack of waters with Bane that he was hoping to avoid here. We're about to... Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Caster Curse. Here are the waters with Bane. Here they are, murdering his party. I'm sorry, Rock Solid. I did this. This is my fault. I take the blame.
We got a ribbon, right?
1.
Yes. So his white mage is... Ooh, his white mage gets the run. What did we say at the beginning? That extra luck, plus 15 luck on the white mage, helps it run away? That was the dream. So Rock Solid is in that portion of the encounter table where he's running into several encounters in kind of successive steps. I think it's like, looks like 12 steps and you get like 3 or 4 encounters over that period of time. Before we take on K2. So we're going to see some swings. We're going to see a fast cast. Kraken leads off a stop, paralyzes that black belt, which is not what Rock Solid wanted to see. We're going to swing our Ice Sword for 3 hits for 96 damage, which is actually pretty impressive for that Ice Sword. Maybe it rolled up. We're going to get Wall onto our Black Belt, and we're going to throw a Nuke out from that Black Mage. Swinging again, 3 hits for 20 damage, not ideal. Nuke comes out from the Black Mage, 354 damage, that was pretty good. Oof, 11 hits for just a redonkulous amount of damage, destroys that Black Belt. Holy cow, we're throwing out Fades, we're throwing out Nukes. We're going to throw the kitchen sink. 4 hits for 88 damage from the fighter. Fade comes out for 158 damage. Nuke comes out for 115 damage. And Kraken 2 goes down.
That was the
we knew
first
that...
thing we saw Kraken 2 do as well. He didn't do any punching against Fizzle through 3 rounds. That was a massive hit.
Yeah, that was 11 hits, too. Like that. Kraken came out swinging. So we did know from Fizzle's dives that Kraken 2 did not have necessarily a ton of HP, so it was still plausible to get through without kind of his punch monster. Oh
Oh,
oh no!
okay,
Oh,
we got him back.
here we go.
Okay.
Tiamat 2 is back. Oh, the black mage has gone down. We're getting some punches out. 533 from the black belt. We're gonna see the power bonk go out. We're gonna fade. Fade comes out for 117 damage. We're gonna swing. Swings 171. Power bonk goes out, I think. Probably. There we go. Fade comes out. Tiamat 2 hits again. We're getting some more punches. We're getting some more swings. We're dealing some more damage. Come on, Tia 2. There we go. All right, the Fade takes down Tia 2 for 194 damage. Takes down Tia 2. We're about to bring up that Black Mage again. Heal up the party without taking any steps. Don't want any awful encounters to surprise us. Maybe some whiz vamps with some zombie Ds or something spicy. Rearrange the party real quick, and we hit Chaos Floor unabated. Here we go. Gonna heal up one last time. We got Rock Solid checking his items, making sure everything is fine and dandy like sour candy. Gonna make sure that that power bonk is on the right person, making sure that ribbon is in place. We're gonna try to keep somebody alive for as long as possible. Just equip the bonk too, man.
Yeah, why not?
Make sure everybody's healed up, rearrange the party, put that fighter down at the bottom. We're going to put the white mage and the black belt up at the top as some meat for the punch-in. The black belt's going to swing. White mage is going to come through with a wall on the black belt. We're going to have fast onto our fighter, and the power bonk's going to come out as well. Wall goes off, fast goes off. That fighter's going to be fasted. We've got the black belt punching, 3 hits for 83 damage. Not a lot. We're going to fight again. We're going to get another wall out. We're going to wall up on the party. We're going to get lock. We're going to get another power bonk. All right. We're going to power this fighter to the moon. 4 hits for 26 damage from the black belt. Wall goes off. Lock goes off. Chaos, that zap comes through. Oof, takes out the white mage. So we're all out of invis now. Nuke's going to come out. We're going to fight. Fight comes out. 3 hits, 44 damage. Not what we want to see. Quad X comes out from Chaos. He's going to hit punch. 3 hits, 332 damage. The nuke comes out 228. We're going to punch, and we're going to lock, followed by some more swinging by the fighter. Punches, 3 hits, 93 damage. Fire 2 comes out from Chaos. Lock is going to come out from the black mage. Fighter's going to swing, 8 hits, 97 damage. Not what we need to see at this point. Lock comes out again, more power bonk. That's probably the best path here. Ooh, nuke comes out from Chaos. We did not see that on Fizzlebeef's side. Lock comes out, hits, 3 hits, 31 damage. Oof, that black belt. Come on, get your crit on. There we go. 5 hits for 335. I just needed to say it out loud. 7 hits for over 300 damage. Lock comes out again. Ice 3 comes out from Chaos. Another elemental spell that we don't really need to worry all that much about at this point. Nuke's going to come out from the black mage. 2 hits, 244. That was a big hit. Nuke comes out, 144 damage. Black belt's going to punch again. 5 hits, 218. More punches. We're all out of nukes. What have we got left? Lock's going to come out. We're going to fight again. Chaos hits that black belt, takes him down to low. 5 hits, 182. Lock comes out one more time. Black belt going to punch, and we're going to see 6 hits for 31 damage. Oof. Here we go, Rock. Come on. Get him. Get him. 5 hits, 17 damage. Lock comes out one more time. Here comes a swing from the fighter. 8 hits. Oh, 266. 2 hits. Takes down the black belt. We're going to cast Lock again. Lock takes down the fighter. Lock comes out one more time from the black mage, but we are in dire straits here. We're going to get the fire 3. The chaos is going to hit him, knock him down. And I think that's where we get the FF. Rock Solid, welcome to the booth. This was a seed.
Hey guys, yeah, that was a bit of a slog, that one.
GG, dude. I feel like we need a support group after that whole thing, start to finish.
Yeah, you're not kidding. There wasn't really any way that I think you could have snuck progression on me, so it must have just been better execution that that got you the faster win?
I ended up full clearing before I hit floater. Yeah, there was just so much slow stuff in the middle that's like, I have to do this now because if it works, it's fast. And then it doesn't work, and then we just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, I gotta say, Rock, Fizzle, jumping in here. I think the big difference to me in how the seed was run, I think, Rock, you put a lot more time and effort into hunting down a grind location for the black belt. I think dedicating time into that is really what slowed you down. Whereas Fizzle kind of just said, "Nope, that black belt has that terrible malice. We're just gonna Dan him and run with the fighter through the rest of the seed."
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me to hear. That's always the gamble you take when you go black belt. And watching Fizzle play, I knew there was a pretty good chance he would just gun it with the fighter. I was hoping that I would find that good grind, and I just didn't. So unfortunately, the wheels of fate didn't swing in my direction that time around.
Yeah, man. I mean, GG's to both runners. GG's to you, Fizzle. GG's to you, Rock. I mean, this was, uh, how do we want to put it? This was a slobber knocker of a seed. It did not show kindness to either of you. You know, we had no grind spots, no swords, no fun to be had. The seed really ended up being the fun police a little bit here. We had those waters with Bane. We had some early struggles. We had, the fetch quest chain that led us through Sky in order to finally find our floater that was then required in order to get our water temple done. It was just a slog.
Yeah, when I saw the waters with Bane, that actually gave me a little bit of hope that I might have an advantage if Lord Fizzlebeef couldn't find ribbons, and did dedicate himself to that fighter party. I only ever saw one ribbon myself, but
Yeah, I
then
only
just
found
didn't
one.
end up getting. Yeah, and then I didn't end up getting the grind until at the end, like just before I went to Topher, I found Iron Golden Volcano. Couldn't quite take him to 42 because I ran out of resources. But if I'd been like, if I'd have found that early and if I'd been playing differently, I might have tried to take that all the way before leaving. Another thing too is because I knew he was done, I didn't bother promoting, which I should have done to equip the Bane Sword or the Vorpal, to make that Topher dive work. But I figured I'd just throw myself at it once since the race was already over.
No, absolutely. That makes a ton of sense. Luffy, did you have any questions for our runners here?
No, I think we pretty much hit on everything. This seed really gave him a runaround. There was a lot of fetching, a lot of back and forth. It was funny to see you guys in go mode before you were in go mode, though, because you had your items to complete the game, and chat was even saying like, "There's no talk of go mode going on." Well, yeah, they're in go mode, but they need the floater to finish, which is interesting and not normal. So it was fun to see. It was definitely a challenging seed. You both played very, very well. I'm looking forward to the match of number 2 later on in the week.
Absolutely. This was hopefully the RNG gods are a little bit kinder to you folks in the next few races. So as we stated at the beginning of the race, in this point in the tournament, we are in a best of 3 format. We will have these two runners facing off again later this week. We've got Rock Solid with his back. We've got Rock Solid with himself between a rock and a hard place. And then we've got Lord Fizzlebeef, one win away from moving on to the next round. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of hoping for a 3-game series just because that's more fun for me to watch. And, that is what I'm here for at this point. But we will see both of these runners run again, and we'll be looking forward to that. Looks like their next race is on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Any final thoughts, Fizzle? Aptly put. Any final thoughts, Rock?
No, just looking forward to round 2, looking to come back strong and make it tough for Fizzle.
Wunderbar. That's what I like to hear. So, with that, Luffy, any final thoughts from you?
No, again, thank you to our runners for giving us some entertainment tonight. Thank you to Danny, 3883, for keeping us honest and punching the buttons for us behind the scenes, chanting in for the restream. Yourself, Solario, for joining me in the booth. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks, man. This was great. Happy, really excited to jump back into the booth. Great to jump back in with Luffy. I think we had a great time here tonight. Thank you to Randomania for allowing us to host the race on this channel. Thank you all out there, chat, for watching. You all look beautiful today. And with that, I think we're going to pass it on over to the Duckling Boot Camp, which is currently going on RPG Limit Break. Thank you.